What's going on, guys? JP here. Today I'm going to show you how to make your subconscious crave success so that you can break invisible ceilings that might be sabotaging your wealth, your life, or your relationships. And this comes from 5,000 plus hours of direct experience and pioneering my own subconscious technology so that you know you're in good hands. This is some of the work that I've combined and that you're going to learn right now. Okay? Now, in order to make your subconscious crave success, we need to define what success is. Okay? So, success is not what most people think. Okay? So, success is not even external validation, okay? External achievement. Success is not building a business, 7, 8, 9 figures. Success is not having the dream house, the dream car. That's not what success really means, because success is simply a feeling. As simple as that. It's an inner state. And true success cannot be outsourced. Yep. Why? Because every time you achieve an external achievement, every time you build your business, every time you have your dream car or your dream house, how long does that fulfillment last? Does it make you happy? And the answer that we all know is no. And it's frustrating, right? We're like, what the frick is going on? And that's because success is not found in external things. But the good news is, this is not a video where I'm just going to tell you, oh, you just feel successful. I'm going to reverse engineer this, coming from I'm a civil engineer as well, how to feel, right? How to make your subconscious crave success so that you can attract in real life more and more success. So that you can have what I call having it all. And that if you actually want to break through this business ceiling, through these external achievements, you can do it. But now I'm going to help you change your feel. That's what success really means. Because if you're running your life and your business from fear or lack, then you're not successful. Okay? I don't care how many billions of dollars you have. If your fuel that's running life is based on wholeness, all right, on joy, I am whole now. I'm happy now, I'm successful now, then this is what success really means. Is regardless of what reality looks outside of yourself, can you be successful? Why a successful person doesn't really need anything outside of themselves to understand, accept, and claim that they are successful. That is literally the main prerequisite you need to be and achieve greater and greater levels of success, right? So a successful person wakes up and runs their business and their life from wholeness, from true power, from love, from authority, from conviction. Because guess what? If you're my client and you still believe that this is success, right? I know that first and foremost, you're unfulfilled, you're empty, you're feeling lack. But second of all, are you actually powerful? Are you actually confident? Because if I take away your business, if I take away your dream car, if I take away all of the external achievements that you've had, then you're probably going to feel a freaking big void and you're going to feel unworthy, right? Unworthy, yes? And you're going to feel sad. You're like, why did I feel successful? I thought these things made me successful. But if you change your view, and I've had the blessing to live on both sides of the spectrum, and it's 1,000 times better to run this view, then you can take everything away from me or from you, and you'll still be successful. And when you realize that you can be successful without needing anything, then you've mastered life. You've won the game because that internal state of success, that feeling of success, will actually help you multiply and attract and achieve all of the greatest external achievements that you could ever think. Does that make sense? So now that we have the real definition of success out of the way, all right, I'm going to put it here. How do we make your subconscious not only crave success, but attract more success, yeah, more wealth, and let's say more peace, more joy? Yeah, so number one, out of the way, understand what success really means. Number two, for the subconscious mind, what I'm going to have you do is give the subconscious mind the craving, okay? Like how would I say it? Like give it what it wants, which really means give yourself what you want. Oh, JP, I want to be even more successful. Great. Don't wait to externally be more successful. Sit, okay, every day. This is what it takes, discipline. You're going to sit down, and I'm not going to tell you to meditate like everybody else tells you to do. This is some next level stuff. I'm going to tell you to sit down, close your eyes, and you're going to say and feel I am. Okay, feel and say it. After a minute or two of saying that, you're going to access what we call the gamma brainwaves. Okay? The gamma brainwaves allow your brain to go into a higher and higher brainwave state that I define it as more connected with the source, where you feel whole, where you feel free, and where you can create. We go from the paradigm of survival and lack into the paradigm of creation, right? So you enter this very virgin or natural state of being that is open, that is neutral, that is ready for you to impress it with whatever you want. This is how you impress your subconscious mind at the highest level. And if you want your subconscious to crave success, this is the prerequisite for that. Once you are in that state, I'm going to tell you what to do next. You need to start seeing and feeling this greater version of yourself. And instead of focusing on what you thought success would be, why don't you give your own definition of success? What does success look like for you? Is it being present? Is it being with your family? Is it enjoying every moment of life? Is it going on vacations and being present? Is it traveling around the world? What is it that success really means for you? And remember, everything we want in life is simply a feeling that we want to feel. So you're going to feel that feeling and you're going to intensify it. And because you went first into the I am state, that neutral, amazing state of being, you won't have resistance of your ego or lack or your problems trying to bring you down. So what happens is you're going to be impressing through a feeling in your subconscious mind, the feeling or the consciousness that you are successful now. I am success. I am success is what I want you to start feeling and claiming, because as you feel and claim it, what happens, your vibrational frequency, okay, your mind is going higher and higher. And the reason that you know this is because you start to feel more and more joy. Joy increases. That is the clear sign, my friend, that you're going higher and higher into impressing and making your subconscious mind crave success. Yeah, and you're giving it the success that it wants, right? And as you finish this daily habit of impressing the deepest layers of your subconscious mind through joy, you reach a point, yeah, I call this the invisible ceiling. Yeah, this can be the invisible ceiling of the current allowance that you've given yourself of how successful I allow myself to be. And when you break through that ceiling, that is, just so that you understand, that is the ceiling that was sabotaging your business, that didn't allow you to go over 20K a month, 30K a month, 50K a month. That is the ceiling that didn't allow you to think and grow richer, to dare to think of yourself in an even next level of peace, success, and abundance. And this is the ceiling, okay, that creates what we all know and call self-sabotage. The only reason we experience self-sabotage is because we have to identify the self. What is the self that sabotages this? Is the old identity. And the old identity is the one, just look at this. This is some next level stuff. This old identity is the one that's capping your current allowance of success. It's as if you were, when you were a kid and your dad or your mom gave you $20 a week of allowance. That's exactly what you do to yourself, and it's all run by your subconscious programming and your identity. So that old identity that allows only that certain level of success will allow only this ceiling, and that ceiling gets manifested where? In your reality, in your business. And if you don't know where to look, you're going to stay here stuck for ages, frustrated, sad. That's what happened to me. So that's how I learned all of these things over the last 7 years. And what needs to happen now is this old identity, this old subconscious identity, maybe it doesn't crave success, right? Maybe it craves fear, right? Because success is a feeling. Fear is a feeling. We need to identify what is your subconscious currently craving. And the way that you identify this is by thinking in terms of cause and effect. This is how I want you to think. Okay, this is cause, this is effect. So if you have, for example, let's start at the cause. How do I know, JP, that I'm craving fear? Okay, that my subconscious is craving fear or self-sabotage instead of success. Well, look at your thoughts, look at your feelings, look at your actions and your decisions. Depending on how you're thinking and feeling, what are you craving? Let me give you a real life example. If you think that you always need to find something to worry about, then your subconscious mind craves fear. Why? Because it's making every single attempt for you to think, for you to get hijacked into fear. Yeah? So imagine this as literally an energetic parasite. And the way that it works is, if your subconscious craves fear, that's the food that you've trained your subconscious to receive. So of course it triggers a biological response where it craves fear, and it shows up in your nervous system and ultimately in your thoughts. And this was the loop that I was stuck for more than 10 years, that created incredible levels of suffering, self-sabotage, low self-esteem, and extreme despair and lack and emptiness because I was running on autopilot, and I didn't understand that my subconscious craved fear because it was impressed with so much fear when I was growing up that it got addicted, it got hooked on that fear. And then I wouldn't understand, why is it that I'm thinking and I'm addicted to worrying about future scenarios? Is because my subconscious, as a parasite, wanted or needed the vibrational frequency and emotional fear. Do you see how insane and mind-blowing this revelation is? So if you want to train your subconscious mind to crave success, you need to start increasing the frequency in which you feel success. And you do not have to wait for anyone or anything to change, because all we have is the eternal present moment. And all you need to do is sit down and again, it's not just about repetition, it's about depth. How deep can you start feeling the truth, I am success? And repeat that feeling and claim it and feel it again and again and again. And there comes that point where you break the ceiling and where you actually experience a full breakthrough, and you no longer are in a war between success and self-sabotage. You, in that moment, you've transcended the pattern of self-sabotage. Okay? And that's exactly how you do it. And that's exactly what I help my clients. This is the exact methodology. And if you want to apply this to your business, I do this in my mentorship, where we work together for 4 to 5 months on this. And if you want to learn more about it, if you feel that it can help you, there's a link where you can apply below. And if you just want to apply this self-paced, at your own pace, I've created a 30-day system where every single day you get the habit, you get a subconscious clearing session, and you get all the tools, the accountability, the mentorship, and the systems and the checklist to make sure that you take this information into transformations. Apart from that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.